सगळे आमच्या CCR TV पळयणाऱ्यांक माय मोगाचो येवकार. तयारी नेटान to all our CCR TV viewers a warm welcome. We are continuing with our series Is Politics a Noble Profession? Come 14th February 2022, it is Valentine's Day. But more important than that, this year is a very, very, very special day because Goa is going to vote that day to elect new 40 members of the Legislative Assembly. This comes once in 5 years. And in this process, it is now the time to ask the electorate, to ask you, the voters, were you happy with what has happened for the last 5, 10, 15 years? Do you think you need a change? And if so, you have to give reasons for all that. Lot of players have already parked themselves in Goa. So many of them. They have now of late come even from Kolkata. Earlier they had come from Delhi. And the scenario is changing. And it is changing every day. It is changing now from morning to evening sometimes. In the morning, you are with the X party, and by 8:30 p.m. in the evening, you are with another party. People are confused. There is a lot of disillusionment about the performance of the governance in Goa. What will be the verdict is not very clear, and nobody knows what is in store for Goa and Goans for the next 5 years. To untie the knots that we are seeing, we have a former politician, but still active in politics. He was a former MLA from Santa Cruz, and this was in 1989, and was among the young Congress persons who got elected in Goa at that time. Not only he is involved in politics, in Goan politics, also in sports. He was the vice president of the Goa Football Association, of the Goa Volleyball Association, and he has done remarkable work in the women's section with the Goa Football Association. He was also connected with the Crown Club, one of the pioneering clubs from Santa Cruz, and was one of those pillars of the club in promoting volleyball and volleyball activities in Goa. He has not forgotten about politics because politics is in his blood. He is boiling as of now, and a lot of issues, and hence we thought of inviting the one and only Victor Gonsalves, hailing from Santa Cruz. Welcome, Victor Bab.
Thank you. Thank you.
Victor, you are in the news. Last 2 days, पेपराचेर गाजता. तूं एक सांगता कितें करता आनी तिकेट दिली म्हणटकूच तुवें जाय तो आमकां मॅटर दिलो, न्यूज दिलो, आनी तेच लागून आमी म्हणलें तुका आपोवया आनी बराबर विचारया कितें जालें. आनी पॉलिटिक्स आयज काँग्रेसान तूं आशिल्लो, तेच बरोबर आमकां खबर मेवली की तुवें काँग्रेस इतलो टायम तूं फकत काँग्रेसूच म्हूण आशिल्लो. Victor was synonymous with Congress.
Yes.
But as of today, I think you have left the Congress and you have joined some other party. I was told it is TMC.
TMC.
Am I mistaken?
No, correct. Very true.
Yeah. Can you tell me why and what for you had to take to this resort?
First of all, I will appreciate for calling me here and to tell the reasons why I have left Congress and joined a new party. The new party which has come to Goa is a secular party. and needs people who has a secular mind, who want secularism in Goa, which makes Goa a secular place which has continuously been there. Goa was the most secular place in India. Goa is the non-communal state, and Goa is a safe place. That made Trinamool Congress come to Goa to save politics and to save people of Goa.
So you think the Congress would not do justice?
Congress would have not done justice. Congress is a secular party, but secularism has been kept aside and playing with the political equations which Congress party is doing today. And I feel they are spoiling Goa. They are in the division of the people, and they don't understand which person and which party will be good for Congress and good for Goa and good for people of Goa.
So you have been with the Congress. You were inducted by the earlier Congress stalwarts, and you remained with that. You believed in the philosophy and the ethos of Congress then. Has the philosophy and the ethos of Congress changed now?
Congress has changed. I became MLA, as you said, in which year? And there was 7-time defection. I never defected. I remained with Congress. And right from that time onwards, Congress has been seeing defection in the party. People were feeling the defection, pinch of the defections. And in that, the other parties who were in Goa.
At that time, even a slogan was coined, Ayaram, Gayaram.
That I will not say that, but the defection was continued till the term ended. That means 7 times government had changed, 7 times parties had changed, and there was a defection, and there was not a proper stable government in Goa to give stability to Goa. And people became a victim of all this political system.
Even the last mandate for you in the last elections was for Congress.
Yes.
You had the majority.
Yes.
But yet you could not form the government.
We were not in majority, but we had 17 seats.
Yes, a majority amongst those.
We were the highest number.
The party with the largest number of MLAs.
And we should have been invited to form the government by the governor. He has not done it. And and there was a blame game that governor has not invited, nor the Congress party approached the governor to be called to form a government.
But of late, some people who were in the Congress, they said that when they thought of who will be the next CM, there were 4 candidates. They were not ready to decide, and therefore they lost the chance to get back.
So you have answered the question. So lost the chance of forming the government because there was an opportunity for other party which were in the lesser side of the number. They to grab the opportunity and with the support of our people who were elected in this side, and they went there and they formed their government.
Yes.
They formed their government. And that you see today.
Yeah, that is part A. Part B, still you had a number of MLAs in Congress, but 10 of them, they deserted you and they just left you high and dry.
Desert is a decent word.
Yeah.
They defected.
They defected.
The constitutional word is defected. The political word is defected. That is,
you are right.
that is the most dangerous.
Yes.
When you have a trust on someone and you leave the trust, they are the defectors.
Yes.
So that is what happened. Very bad that we became the minor with few seats.
Yeah, but the irony of all this, the person who instrumental in denying you forming the government and then taking away defections, as you said, of 10, the same person who was earlier with X party, now he has joined the new Y party at 8:30 p.m. and the entire equation has further changed.
People are angry. People are angry for that inclusion of a person who was the master in joining the other party and allowing that party to form the government.
Because, sorry to interrupt you, what people are now saying is, what guarantee is there that this earlier thing, what had happened with this same person, that this person will not repeat it once, if elected?
Once you lost a trust on that person, that trust never shows any good results. So that mistrust remains with that person, and mistrust remains with the party, not to trust or to trust. So party is in the doubt, people are in the doubt, party is not in the doubt, because party has accepted him, welcomed him with the garland.
So the scenario is not good at all, if you ask me, on the political front.
Scenario is not good, and Victor has left the party.
Yes, you have left.
left.
Didn't it pain you as you were leaving?
I was always, and people today in my constituency knows me, Victor Gonsalves, congressman. Now to label me non-congressman, people find it difficult, and to recognize me as non-congressman. Victor आमचो रे काँग्रेसाचो, and still they talk to me that way.
पण ते आता चेंज जातले, तुकोडे पडे आशिल्ले ते चेंज जातले.
Change जावपाक ready जाले, because the Congress has given a ticket to a person, bad person, not a good person. And people today are angry, people are frightened of that person. And how Congress has taken a decision to give him a ticket. First of all, how he was given a ticket when he has contested against Congress last election and previous to that elections. दोन इलेक्शनाचो तो एगेन्स्ट बसलो, आनी तेका आतां तुमी काँग्रेसाचेर हाडला, काँग्रेसाचेर एगेन्स्ट बसलेलो मनशाक तुमी घेवन भितर येयल्या. दोन पार्टी, एकूच पार्टी न्हू. यू कमीट, वेन यू कमीट ए मिस्टेक, यू कमीट वन्स, यू कॅनॉट कमीट ट्वायस.
पूण हें आतां लोकांक सारकें पटलां.
लोकांक
लोक गोंयचो ते सुसेगाद न्हिदता.
लोक गोंयचो सुसेगाद न्हिदना. लोकांक गोवाना कितें सांगचें आनी कोणाक सांगचें. सो बट दिस टायम आय एम थिंकींग गोंयचो लोक कोणाक कितें दाखोवपाचें दाखयतलो
दिसता तुका?
म्हाका दिसता.
कित्याक आमी जे पळयता ऑफ लेट, पयशे दिल्यार गोंयकार विसरता.
पयशे दिवनूच तिकेट मेळता, आनी पयशे दिल्यार लोक विसरना. आतां तिकेट कशी मेळल्या, कितल्या पयशांक दिल्या ती आतां.
पूण ही पद्दत कशी जाल्ली आहा ते आमी कोणूय लोक आतां म्हणटा विटामीन एम म्हणटा. कित्याकूय विटामीन एम, विटामीन एम.
विटामीन कित्याकूय जॉबाक गेल्यार विटामीन एम. हे सरकारान विटामीन एम चलता. ह्या सरकारान विटामीन एम चलता. विटामीन एम तें डेफिनेशन कोण जाणा तें जाणा, कोण दिल्या तें जाणा, आनी कोणें घेतल्याय तें जाणा. विटामीन एम म्हणटा तें तूं म्हणटा तें स्पेसिफीक कोन्ना, हांवूय करिना, सो म्हाका तें नाका उलोवपाक. पूण विटामीन एम प्लेड ए मेजर रोल इन टिकेट्स. Vitamin M played a major role for defection of 10 people. Vitamin M played a major role in giving jobs, which today is a major problem for the people, especially the poor people and Goan people.
तूं जॉब्साचे पळय टॉपीक काडलो, व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट टॉपीक. कित्याक आमचे भुरगे थोरणाटे पळय आहा ते एम्प्लॉयमेंट जायोच तांकां. आनी भुरगे हे एड्युकेशनल क्वॉलिफिकेशन जावं ग्रॅज्युएशन, पोस्ट ग्रॅज्युएशन इयरली भुरगे पास जाता. 2016 जेन्ना CM तेन्ना लक्ष्मीकांत पार्सेकार आशिल्लो, हय, तेणें सांगलेलें की कोकोनट ट्री इज ए ग्रास म्हूण, तुका ग्रास आसतलो. हय, ताणें जॉब्स बंद केल्ले 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20 आनी लास्ट 21 अकस्मात जॉबांची खबर कशी येता? कित्याक येता?
इलेक्शनाक लागून. इलेक्शन आहा, लोकांक जॉब दिला म्हणून ते वोट मारतले, लोकांक जॉब मेळला म्हणून ते तांकां येतले अशें दिसता. पूण नॉट दिस टायम. पूण तुका सांगता, हे जॉब केन्ना गरज, सरकाराक गरज आसली जाल्यार तेणी घेवंक जाय आसलें पिरियडिकल. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 घेतला. सो तुमकां इतलोय तें जॉब नाका आसलें, देरेफेन इलेक्शनाक लागून कित्याक? सो म्हणचे तुमकां इलेक्शन जोडूंक जाय, तुमकां जॉब दिवन, तुमकां तांकां जॉब दिवन. पूण विटामीन एम प्लेड. विटामीन एम प्लेड.
विटामीन एम म्हणजे हे आतां कोण जॉब कोण सोदता तेय पयशे दिता.
जॉब सोदता न्हू, लोक पादेशार जालोलो आहा.
हय.
आनी कोरोनाच्या टायमार लोकां कडेन पयसो ना,
हय.
आनी तो कोण पयसो ना दिवपाक कांय ना, ते तांकां जॉब मेळोंक ना. कोणा कडेन पयसो आहा तांकां जॉब मेवला.
होय.
हांव सांगोन सगळ्यांकूच दिला, कित्याक थोडे MLA आहा आपल्यान थोड्यान हें केलां आसतलें, पूण थोडे मिनिस्टरान आपल्यान कितें फेवर केला आसतलो. पूण इम्पॉर्टंट माय पॉयंट इज व्हेरी सिंपल. आतां जॉब कित्याक दिल्या? वोटिंगाक लागून दिल्या अशें लोकांक गमलें? वोट जाय म्हणून जॉब दिल्या, सरकाराक जाय म्हणून जॉब दिवंक ना. This is the point I want to mention.
Yeah, but we all agree that you get the government that you deserve, and you have elected, people elected this previous government. Are you happy with the previous governance of the party which is ruling?
People never gave this government. They became government after defection.
After all the manipulations.
Manipulation, defection. People never elected BJP to power. They were made to form a government only after our people went there. And then again they defected with 10 more, and they became stable, so they could take any decision, because they know there won't be any defection and no one can form a new government. That's why they could say today and do today anything they want, and that had happened.
And the administration now by the present regime for 10 years now, how do you rate it?
They have put communal seed in Goa.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because you see Sankwal, what is happening? So many RSS people are having their meetings. So many places there are so many RSS cadre is roaming around. Our communal fabric of Goa is destroyed.
But Goans are not communal, let me tell you. And people say that these people who are making all this noise, unwanted noise, they are not Goans per se.
Secularism has a stake.
Yes, secularism is at stake all over India. You take Uttar Pradesh, you take Karnataka, the closest that we are, it is at stake.
You see, mostly BJP rule state. This has started from the states. Then it is BJP came to power in Goa. Here also that communal seed is been already planted. Now we are in danger. People, तूं केन्ना उलयता कम्युनलाचें, लोकांची शिव लावन उबी जाता, बिकॉज दे आर स्कॅर्ड. आमचे पळय सोशल फॅब्रीक आहलो तो इज इन डेंजर. आमचे सेक्युलरिजम आमचे गोंयान आहले ते आख्खे इंडियेक नाहले. गोवा इज द सेफस्ट प्लेस, गोवा इज द बेस्ट प्लेस, गोवा इज द मोस्ट सेक्युलर प्लेस ऑफ द कंट्री. व्हेरी ट्रू.
पण अजून
आहा पूण आमी भिरांत, लोकांक भिरांत लागले ऑलरेडी, बिकॉज आतां तूं लेटली हेका लागून म्हणटा हांव सांकवाळ प्रेसिडेंट जाला. दॅट इज वॉट, दॅट इज द इन्सिडेंट.
कित्याक हो सिमिलर इन्सिडेंट पोरूंय जाल्लो. तो पोरूंच तरी सारको बंद मुळाक सूर तरी कातुलोलो. आयज ते परत येवचे नाशिल्ले.
कोण कातोतले? Who has to be there to cut that? Government in power.
Yes.
The same government is today, same government was yesterday here. Okay. So you don't expect much from that. We have to stand by the secularism of Goa. Our Goa state is the most secular, as I said. I am repeating again.
Yes. Now we have seen the problem in Dharma Sansad, hate speeches in Haridwar and Delhi. Supreme Court on kontra Kapil Sibil to gela, and let us see what happens there. But India is a secular or not?
See, why he went to the court? First you answer that. Because there is already hate speeches is to create the communalism. Hate speech is creating the disturbance in the state. Hate speech is to create a fight between communities.
Yeah, and in Goa it will be polarization of the votes.
Very true. Polarization of the vote is true, but we have to still have a time to think, to decide, and to vote. And this I am saying again, to think, decide, and vote. Where we polarization of.
But do you think the Goan voters, a majority of them, they can decide? Do they have that thought process?
That process is a time we have to educate them, because we are going for voting. This is a time we have to openly talk. We have the time to, when we go for to the people, we have to tell.
But we are Susagad people.
Susagad was there. Now Susagad is over. Goa is no more Susagad.
You think so?
Susagad, our Goan who has passed those days, are they are old? Are they are active? We have to. But now the youth. Youth who is on the internet, the youth who are on the online, youth who are on YouTube, youth knows. Youth is,
But during your time, there was youth power.
yes,
There is nothing like that today.
because youth is brainwashed. Today's youth are brainwashed with so many new things, new technology which brings them.
But
shows them.
see, they are all on social media.
Yes.
Let us admit that.
Yes.
So you have not made inroads in the social media on to say what is politics.
Social, because this student doesn't want to know politics. They know only one thing: what is put on the net, what they can see, what they want to act, and they will act. But it is we who has to tell the youth. We have to guide them. We have to tell them. We have to educate them. What is social, what is good, and what is bad.
But do you think that our legislators, who are there now in the last assembly, did they have this acumen to pass on all this?
If they did not have, they have to have now, because they are going back to the people. They cannot go and say आपण हिंगा हिंदुवाचो येता, आपण मुस्लिमाचो येता, आपण क्रिस्तांवाचो येता. No, they are going to all the people together. So they have to be. The leader has to be a leader with all possible, all mind that we are secular. We have one religion called people. That's all.
Yeah.
That is the religion.
And social service,
Social
ultimately
social service.
social service to all the humanity.
Yes. Very
But you think there is a scope for coming back to the old good days of tranquility, of peace, of goodwill?
See, again I am saying, there is a scope everywhere, but it depends on the leaders. When leaders goes to the people, they have to explain to them, our Goa is a safe place, our Goa is the best state in the country, our Goa is non-communal, non-secular, most secular, and all this is only temporary. We have to tell the people.
Yeah, but then now you have so many parties.
Yes.
A division of the votes will benefit somebody.
It is the party who goes to elections. They have to be one. One party which has all possibilities of secularism has to be voted. No other party.
But do you think the Goans are wise enough to think on the lines that you are now?
Today's population today is more than 50% is educated. So social media plays a major role. And we the leaders, is our responsibility to educate the people.
But
And
have you been, now you must have met a lot of people yesterday and today.
Yes.
After what
Yeah,
has happened.
I came from there only.
Yes, I almost pulled you out from your meeting.
Yes.
In Chimbel. I was
Yes,
told
correct,
you were
correct.
there, and gracefully you accepted our invitation.
Yes, thank you.
What is the mood of the people?
Today people are seeing two things. One is first the leader of that area. I am giving my example. People see me as a victor. People see me as a good person. People see me as a good worker. People see me as a good social worker. People see me as a person who is available 24 hours to them. That quality is with me, and people knows me that way. That quality I have to transfer into people, saying that I am back to you. I want your support. I want you and you connection together.
You have transmitted to the people that you have changed the party. Has this change been accepted?
Where
Accepted.
you go and ask today people, तुमका कितें जाला रे? Victor सोडून गेला. Victor party आमका लागना. Victor पुरो आमका.
So
You ask, you go around. Anyone can go around and ask about me.
Yeah. Okay. So you are going to contest the elections.
I am contesting.
Come what may.
Come what may.
Do you have any vision for Goa?
My vision is very simple. Goa has to be back as before.
Now, when you say back as before, say in terms of for environment, heritage, do you have anything?
Environment.
Especially I am talking about now what has happened in old Goa.
Yes.
And there are now plans to replicate the same all over Goa and destroy whatever is left of Goa.
Now is the time to say whatever is there today. Our time is today, that whatever is there today, we have to save this for the future generation. Otherwise, our future generation will not know what was there in Goa. So what is there from now onwards? This election has to be that वी हॅव टू गो टू द पीपल. आमी हिंगा उबे रावल्यार तुमचे कितें आमचे गोंयचे कितें तरी उरलां तें साल्वार करून तुमकां दवरपाक.
हय, पूण तें सांगपाक कितें तरी तुमचो एक प्लॅन कसो आसपाक जाय न्हू. सो योर पार्टी, डज योर पार्टी हॅव एन ओवरऑल प्लॅन एंड टू से दॅट this is how we will march ahead, this is what is the future for Goa?
That's why TMC has come to the alternate party to Congress. Congress has failed now, so TMC has come to Goa, and we will educate the party. We will tell the manifesto of this, and we will try to save. Now old Goa, I am already a part of that, so I have no problem to educate them. Then there is a double track, then there is port area, pollution, this, that, all this has destroying Goa, the future of Goa.
Yeah, because your Town and Country Planning Act, they have always been amended, and super amended. So there is nothing left now of Goa.
This act which are amendment always can be again amended and put to the place.
Yes.
Every amendment has a change in the law, master law, the master plan. And this amendment which has been changed, this again can be amended and put back to the place.
Will you all think of amending and bringing back all the old laws?
Yeah, you give us a mandate, give us a government, and we will do it. I want to be part of the government.
So you promise to do that?
Yes.
You promise to?
Yes. You check my debates in assembly.
Okay. Even now you are also part of some assembly, and if I am not mistaken, you are the vice president of the Goa Legislators Forum. What is that?
That forum is consisting of speaker as a chairman, and I am vice chairman.
Yeah, but what role exactly?
This we have a committee. Suppose we want certain things to happen, and there is a law already. So we discuss within us, and we prepare a report, and we give it to the speaker. Speaker sends it to the concerned minister, and if there is any amendment, they get it in a place.
Yeah.
Like I was given charge of to amend the Goa Cooperative Societies Act. The full report is 75% was amended and given to the.
So that was your work.
Our work.
So it was something constructive that you have suggested.
And we go to other states to see how the assembly functions, what are the laws and this, and we also try to bring the reports and give it to the speaker. Speaker gives to the government.
We have seen a lot of development of late, especially roads, bridges and all that. And this growth sometimes comes at all costs, suppressing everything which is not consistent with the ethos of Goa. All the did first of all Goa need such big roads, broad avenues and big bridges with big towers and all that? For whose benefit all this is being created?
Everyone forgot that Goa is a small state.
So was it a mistake that Goa went for statehood?
Statehood was needed for what purpose, and that I didn't know, but we fought for Goa state and language, Konkani. And Konkani was to be official language with Romi and Devanagari. I will give my example. When I entered assembly, Dr. Jack Shigare has just before assembly he expired. And I moved a resolution. JBO Gonsalves was also. And when I spoke there in Konkani, after 2 days I get a paper written in Devanagari. I could not read properly. So I said in the assembly next day, I got a paper to have a correction whether what I spoke was recorded properly. Then I said this Devanagari was not for my subject and I can't read it properly. I read it as Hindi. Then I said I will now speak in Konkani because I get Devanagari which I don't understand. So my speeches were mostly in English. And people said, Victor, आमचो बरो कोंकणीचो मरे मनीस, Victor बरो English उलयता थिंगा. And माझी English आसली ती आनीक बरी जाली. What I want to mean that the assembly which was functioning and which was necessary to function, that Goa's language was Konkani. And Goa's official language, Konkani, was sidetracked and Marathi was also made a part to it. We have no objection. But Konkani, there are two lipi. One is Romi and
Romi.
Devanagari.
Right.
So we would have been happiest at that time if Romi also was there. Because today now Ritli, this Konkani Dalgad, they have written a letter to have a Konkani Romi. So let us see how far we can take it.
तुका दिसता जातलें म्हूण
It is amendment.
just a simple amendment,
Yeah.
and it can be done.
Can be done.
So coming back to the politics and development, what do you think your party should stress on?
Our party should stress on the welfare of the people.
That's very important.
That is very important.
And for the youth?
To save Goa's families.
Okay.
We want to save our family which are there, and their welfare has to be taken care by the coming government. Because unless you cannot take care of the family, then family is without anything. Now jobs are not there for people who deserve it, and the jobs are sold.
So let us hope that things may change, and we only have to wait for the people to press the right button and elect people who will mean the growth and development of Goa.
I want a change for two things. One is rise in price, petrol and diesel, which everyone uses. Gas is used in the house. This is what I am talking about, family. We have to save. This is what is required. A salaried person earns that fixed salary. He uses petrol, diesel, whatever. But a person who is salaried uses, and poor people uses this. But a person, allied person, never buys petrol or diesel. His company buys petrol for him. His company buys car for him. So he has no problem. So people who are affected, middle class people and poor people and salaried people.
I hope things do change as you have shared with us. We wish you all the best, and we thank you for being with us.
Thank you for
God
calling
bless
me
you.
here. Thank
God
you for
bless
calling
you.
me.